And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Going to try the right side. There he goes inside the 30. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
Zuerlein good with a PAT.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They go play action now. Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Now a give, right side. Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
It was Tyus Bowser that time who made the play on the defensive side.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give here to Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
third down. It's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past him.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. To throw is Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Cowboys' 10-yard line.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Prescott to throw it. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Forced out to his left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. John Ross, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 28, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage and a bit of arm.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, That means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
A 1st and 10 here. If they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Here's Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And they can't bring him down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott now.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
Brings up 2nd and
8. To the air again, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To throw is Prescott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 14-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson steps away to his left. He's going deep for Brown.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Right back to Brown. This time he's got it.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Jackson to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 51 yards.
And the Ravens have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back, and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a give, right side. Pollard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A gain of 3, second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 7. Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action now. Jackson. Buying time to his left. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now they try the right side here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Check back. All day, defense, all day. Hey, check back to that. Come on. Hey, check back to that.
Play action. Now Jackson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Touchdown. That's caught. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 44 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.